Alright. Alright. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Glad to be with you once again in a new week. Here we are. Alright. As the game loads, I ensure that the music is not playing in the background so the copyright doesn't strike. Copyright doesn't. You will be surprised to know how many times I got kind of like a copyright because of the famous Sacred Worlds song that the game has at the beginning. Like it's just 1 second and now that's it. That's it. I have to mute the entire section. Right. So in order to make the experience for anyone watching this as a YouTube VOD, I'm trying to avoid that. All right. Here we are. Here we are, everything seems to be working correctly. I've already updated the title, so we are good to go. Let me trigger my buffs. Welcome back, guys, to day number 21 of review of Sacred 2, Fallen Angel. As you can see, we have made a lot of progress. Just as a quick recap, but before we begin, as a quick recap, last time we killed the twin golems world bosses, because there were two of them. Right, pretty much. Pretty good world boss fight. I still have to upload that over at YouTube. I have to schedule that, but I already have that ready. Pretty much, that was part of the main quest. Just so you have a reference. Essentially, we had to arrive to Orcish Byway. Sorry that I cannot do a longer recap of what we've been doing previously, exploring our adventures in eastern, northeastern Ancaria, or the eastern section of northern Ancaria, because that would be way too long. There's nothing I can do other than tell you to watch the previous VODs in case you're interested. We've done a lot of things, we've done a lot of world bosses, etc, etc. But essentially last time we explored this section of a map, and now we just have only one isolated section left, as you can see here, the southern section of Western Ancaria, for us to explore. But before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, I want to deliver all of the thanks to YouTube subscribers and Twitch followers that we couldn't last time because Streamlabs updated and I had to re-log in once again. So first of all, thanks from the bottom of my heart to thanks to the Dragoon channel for being the 44th subscriber of the YouTube channel, the 44th subscriber of the YouTube channel, and thanks to Adamani for being the 27th follower of the Twitch channel. Right? So thanks from the bottom of my heart to both of you. I deeply I'm deeply thankful to both of you for supporting both channels from the bottom of my heart. You all encourage me to continue showcasing all of these forgotten gems that certainly deserved much more praise back in the day. Right, so with those two, with that out of the way, thanks to both of you, truly from the bottom of my heart. You truly encourage me to continue showcasing all of these forgotten gems. We begin, people. We begin. Alright. Alright. And as we begin, we have the two. As you can see, this is, remember, we are doing a modded walkthrough of the game. We are essentially doing all side quests and all and both the evil main quest that would normally, under normal circumstances, it would be restricted to specific classes of the game, and the good main quest, which is this one, which would be restricted to specific classes of the game. Right, normally we would only be restricted to the Gar Colossus main evil quest, as you can see there, but we'll do both of them. So we'll follow the road all the way, unlock this monolith, and from there we'll expand to all sections of the map. So let's depart. Without further ado, let's depart. We've already finished all of the side quests here in Orcish Byway, so we're ready to depart. Goodbye, Orcish Byway. I had a blast on Thursday doing all of the side quests there, but it's time for us to depart, ladies and gentlemen. So let's follow the road. I know this is the southern road. Well, we can follow it. Oh, yeah. Let's not waste time. Let's follow the southern road. Let's follow the southern road right away and depart for southwestern. Ah, I forgot to put the stream on performance mode. I knew something was not as smooth as it always is. Give me a sec, people. Otherwise, I want you to have the most smooth experience possible. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we depart. Ah, we have to take the other road. Let's depart to the southwestern section of Northern Ancaria. Now that's a long sentence just to call a region of a game. They should have used regions like in MMORPGs, for example. Alright. Can I follow that other road? Oh, it's a dead end. Interesting. Alright, let's get our blood flowing, just like Urnod Rex would say in Mass Effect 1. I need to get my blood flowing, find me something to kill. There we go. So guys, how have you been? It's been... Looks like I cannot access that road from here. It looks like a hard... Looks like a hard cap, kind of like it's kind of like the limit of the terrain. I don't know, perhaps through here I can get to it. All right, this will be a convoluted journey. We'll get through the hordes and hordes of enemies. Hey, I've noticed something. In the previous 2 streams, the game hasn't crashed, and I spent more than 3 hours, to be honest. Quite interesting. I just have to follow the arrows. That should be quite effective. And we should end up right where we need to be. I noticed that the game didn't crash in the previous 2 streams. And I haven't done anything, kind of like... Bro, like, looks like we finally found the formula in a silent and unexpected way. The Great Wall, quest completed. See, told ya. It was even faster than the normal road. Here we are, we need to fight. Let's get rid of all of them. Let me trigger my abilities. There's Shirka Alana, the stupid elf that's following us all over the place. She's quite annoying. That's part of the charm. That's part of her charm. It's part of her charm of the main quest. Do they deal any other type of damage? No, doesn't look like it. All physical. How have you been, girl? How have you been? How have you been, Shirka? It's been a while to stumble upon you at these random crossroads. Alright. Hey, look at that. It's the first time I see her improved portrait since we installed the updated portals. The updated portraits mod. Hey, it's nice to see you again. By Kerr, you were right. My power has grown since our last meeting, but I'm still having trouble making ends meet. Arthamac isn't exactly the best place to get rich anyway. I'm hunting a small dragon right now. It's holed up in a cave together with some fire elementals. Think would get rough, but maybe I'll get something out of it. What you say? Do you want to help me? Yeah, I don't think we have a choice. The rise of Shir Kalana. All right, so we will first. I'll change to fire resistance down there, and second, um, looks like she ceases to be useless, and we have to witness how she stops being clumsy and stupid. That's essentially the idea. Alright, people, alright. In case you are wondering about the analysis that we've been doing about the game, remember we are doing a 100% completion with the analysis, for those of you who may be joining us right now, watching this as a YouTube VOD. Essentially, we are doing a 100% completion, but in these 21 days, I've already explored and analyzed pretty much every single inch and every single aspect that the game has to offer. Essentially, let me sell this. Essentially, we've already explored everything, all of the elements that you could possibly think about. We've already analyzed them, like from the level design to the gameplay mechanics to the influence of the level design on those gameplay mechanics to pretty much everything. Pretty much everything the game has to offer. We've certainly analyzed it. Okay, this one is twice the amount of physical damage. Illigar's visions! Oh, that would be good. Oh, we already have a 15.2 Gruesome Inquisition, Regeneration extra there. Territorial Physical, lower reverse polarity, they're more physical. This gives you 10% extra elemental resistances. That's way too good. That's way too good. It'll be a long time until I change that plate. Okay, then let's go. Essentially, we've already analyzed all of the elements that the game has to offer in these 21 days. In these 20 days, sorry. And yes, essentially the game we've had a blast with it. And there's our main evil quest, the Grand Inquisitor.
The progress has been acceptable.
Okay. Now this is the other quest.
I should probably have had you killed. Yet there is still a chance you may redeem yourself. The Orcish territories are in a state of turmoil, clan against clan in a war that, frankly, I had hoped would see them wipe each other out. However, the Orthag clan has begun to emerge as the probable winner, which might also suit our purpose. If we help them win, we can call upon them for future services. Make your way to the leader of the Orthag clan and offer your help to subdue the others. One other thing. You may have heard of a delegation of good elves that has gone into the Orcish territories. They are missing and presumed dead, but I am not so sure. Find out what happened to them. In particular, I want to know if they have discovered anything about these rumored magical leaks. Go now. You can count on me.
At once, Grand Inquisitor. Well, the Grand Inquisitor is over at Thylasium. But well, he sent us here. Essentially, it's been a long way. Don't think that just because you are watching this, in case you're watching this as a YouTube VOD and it's the first time you stumble upon the stream, the quest took me all the way through here, then Arthamax, then to Orcish Byway, and now we are ending up here, and looks like the quest goes far to the west. So yes, this is just it's a long game, and it's kind of like a long novel that we have to. that you have to essentially watch all of the parts for you to understand it. But essentially, the elves are conspiring against the humans. The Inquisitors defend, uh, let's say, the established system against the elves, and essentially we ensure that humanity prevails over non-humans. Pretty similar to The Witcher in that sense. The plot. And in the case of Shir Kalana, I honestly have no fucking idea what it may be about, because essentially it's been chasing after this girl, um, just watching her not being stupid, I guess, today for the first time. She tried different professions and everything, and she's rejected everywhere. And essentially now she looks like she finally might be a decent fighter. I don't know. Inquisition Guard. Familiarity breeds contempt, but without a little familiarity, you can't breed anything. Okay. Only a lack of imagination saves me from immobilizing myself with imaginary fears. Okay. Quite interesting. Now we have both main quests ready, up and running. There's the other one. Here's the one that we're gonna do because it's so close to our location that coincidentally Eraser, it's OIC can't, and he will do the closest one to his location, which is that one. Besides, I want to fight that dragon, maybe it's a boss, and I want to get rid of her following me, because that causes me to misclick sometimes when targeting enemies. So, let's kill that dragon. I know, first we are way too close to the Resurrection Monolith. Those were the days. The days in which I started the stream 2 months ago. Look at that, a portal. I don't know what's the point of having a portal here if you're gonna have a Resurrection Monolith right besides it. But well, no matter. No matter. We'll activate both of them. Oh, look at that. She's at least not stupid now, I guess. Alright. Let's see how do I access that quest? Let's see. Looks like we'll have to follow the road and enter through the mountain, because I think that's a dead end. The cave is close by. Come on, let's do that thing with the boss. Who's boss? After we will split the loot. Well, equally, of course. Well, alright. By the way, I've also been investigating how to access the volcano that I've been mentioning here. Apparently, I have to find this secret wine cellar over at Arthamak, and that'll lead us to the volcano. Once we're done here, our next step will be the volcano, and we could even do that one, but no, we'll follow the story here. We'll leave the islands for last. Unless there's something interesting in them. I don't know. Maybe approaching something interesting and I don't know. But well. Alright, pretty nice abbey you've got here. Pretty nice church. Pretty secluded. But looks like it's a dead end. Alright, looks like we'll have to follow the other road in order to get to the dragon. So let's hunt that dragon. I've already killed 2 dragons so far, and neither of them were normal dragons, so they were tougher. Have you noticed that psychological pattern? I follow the road kind of like perfectly instead of taking shortcuts. That's a psychological pattern. When you see someone do that, that indicates that they are obsessive compulsive like I am. I am exactly the opposite of attention deficit syndrome. I'm kind of like obsessive compulsive, which I guess it's somehow needed. It is a dead end, or is it that we just have a lot of NPCs? Cultist, Earth, Shaman, I don't care what you are all dead. Get out of there, spider, I need to get through. Okay,
There
The
is no
pathfinding
room
gods weren't
here
with
for
us here
humans.
today. Hmm, interesting, I cannot move. There we go. That was a bit unusual for a game. Pretty narrow road. Very good. I need to remember to go back to fire resistance once we stumble upon that dragon, I guess. So I was mentioning, so far we've killed a T-Energy dragon, the T-Energy mutated dragon, and the Ghost dragon. And the T-Energy mutated dragon was huge. And I don't think that a plot story main quest will be as tough as that one. So I'm pretty confident this will be shorter than what you might expect, ladies and gentlemen. Huh. Might be shorter than what you expect. Because, I mean, that's a constant, and I hate that. That, essentially, in all RPG games, have you noticed that story bosses are way weaker than let's say, no, please, spider, stay over here. Stay over here, I don't want you to block the road. You can follow me, but behind me. Have you noticed that story bosses are essentially pushovers, while the the random side quest boss far away in at corner 369, it's a hidden boss that will be unbeatable whatever, no matter what you do. Ooh, this is an interesting. The terrain is amazing in this game. It takes kind of like height into account. Like most games are, for example, in Diablo, it's kind of like two-dimensional. This one is kind of like three-dimensional. Alright, this has to be the cave, right? I know, there's an objective quest over there. So first we explore that place, that hidden village, I guess. Because I saw a flag. A raven flag. Look at that. Well, village. It's a watchtower. Ah, interesting. I love being at the edge of the map like this. We're essentially at the edge of the map. Interesting. Cannot enter that building. So, since we cannot enter that building, let me save, because if I have to come back here and the game crashes, it'll be an interesting journey. But I'm not willing to. Hey, what are you doing, people? Looting like me? Yes, I am. Interesting.
Do not confuse bravery with madness.
Okay. We got some looters there. Nothing to worry about. Might as well get to the top of the watchtower before we loot. Loot. Ah, side quest. Look at that.
I don't
See?
have room for this item.
Even in the farthest corners of the earth. I mean, in the farthest corners of Ancaria. Eraser and his Inquisitor travel to find the most long forgotten quests ever. The most forgotten quests ever. I'll lose a bit of money by selling this. I know, that's not. Sorry. Call me greedy if you may.
An aura of power.
But I'm not willing to waste money. In this game, I've been at zero way too many times. I've learned my lesson. Alright. Nadia Nafani, what are you doing at the edge of the map in this godforsaken watchtower? Just by yourself. I've just been to Deer Lake. Have you ever been there? I thought it was really breathtaking. You are breathtaking. No, you are breathtaking. Yeah, Keanu Reeves, E3 2017 moment. Ah, by the way, we need to talk about E3. That reminded me. Here I remember thinking to myself during the weekend, Eraser, why don't you talk about E3? It's the death of E3 and the pile of shit that we are having to endure right now, that we are being forced to endure right now. The pile of shit that E3 has turned into E3 no, E3 died and it got replaced by the Summer Game Fest and Jeff Keighley. And supposedly this week is the the absence of E3. It's the absolute absence of E3, and we had the Summer Game Fest and all that shit. Honestly, if people don't feel bad about the death of E3 by now, honestly, there's nothing I can do for you. Um, if you don't think E3 was better than this shit, I cannot help you. I do my best, I explain everything, but if you think that E3 wasn't needed, there's nothing I can do for you. I give up in that sense. No, it was shit. It was absolute shit. The Summer Game Fest was shit. The Xbox Showcase was all third parties. I don't know if I'm getting old. I don't know if it's the thing that I'm getting old. I'm not that. I might be older than what you might expect because I usually shave pretty frequently, but I guess I'm way too old for this shit. But no, I don't want to get hyped about E3. But no, I would love to be hyped about E3. But sadly, it's dead. It's dead, and it doesn't exist anymore. And I don't want people to use age as an excuse for mediocrity. If you get what I mean. Like, yes, it's not that I'm getting older, it's that objectively, sorry to tell you this, if you like the Summer Game Fest, I don't know how any human could possibly like that shit, but essentially, it was objectively shit. Objectively, metaphysically, objectively shit. But even with something as obvious as this, I'll give reasons. It was shit because the concept of exclusivity in game consoles has vanished essentially. So brands are no longer competing with each other. So all games will be multi-platform. So why would I watch that when I can just go to the Steam storefront page and I'll have the launches ready there, the new game launches there. Second, that's for a summer. Well, the Summer Game Fest it's just so to squeeze money for Jeff Keighley at this point, because there's a lot of advertising, something that the E3 wasn't about. The E3 was about talking to the developers, or at least seeing them in action. Let's say I remember when we could see Miyamoto, when we could see Reggie Films AIM, though he wasn't a developer, but still, he was the head of Nintendo of America. The classic My Body's Ready from the Wii era, from the 7th generation, amazing. In terms of PlayStation, well, PlayStation was also great at E3. I would always say that Nintendo is number one, but PlayStation was good, and even Microsoft during the original Xbox era and the Xbox 360, it was pretty good. Then we all know what happened. It's probably the most famous tale in all of the gaming industry in terms of the console wars. In terms of the console wars tales from back in the day. The legendary, the disaster, the legendary disaster of E3 2014, when they announced the Xbox One online only. Do you know what's the problem? Do you know what's my biggest problem? That back then I was proud. That the Xbox One, well, sadly, because I didn't want it to die, it actually had some good exclusives. But when they announced online only, it pretty much was unviable. It was untenable, and there was simply no way to defend that argument. It was precisely untenable. Exactly. And they announced online only, and I was proud that the community, that back then, the backlash was so big, it was so big, that they retreated, and essentially with that, the game industry was benefited as a whole. It came out victorious of that. Like, why would you make a console online only? I honestly feel that nowadays, if they would do that, they could do it without any kind of opposition. And when I say zero opposition, it's kind of like literal, in the sense that Microsoft could pull off, could get away with an online-only console without exclusives, with shitty games, just like what the Xbox Series X is, without exclusive games, all multi-platform, and essentially they could get away with it. They could get away with it, sadly, because nowadays people, simply most people, I know not all of us, I don't want to generalize, but most players are used to online only and those shits. Um, I'm not saying that games based around online functionality. I'm saying this because I I I complain a lot about online only games, about games as a service, which I think we can all agree they're cancer to the industry. But I'm not against games that are based around the idea of multiplayer, like for example co-op multiplayer like Borderlands, PvP. I've done a lot of PvP. My most favorite game of all time is, ironically, online only for now, until we can reverse engineer the server, which is Star Wars: The Republic. It's online only, but it's an MMORPG. It's based around that idea. But nowadays we have, hey, Kodiak, different kind of bear. Hey, where are we? Hey, we arrived at the other. What was that cry? I'm against the idea of today we have single-player games that require internet connection. Like, what the fuck is that? That having single-player games with internet connection? That's disgusting. Like, that's just adding. It's free input lag for everyone. Yeah, you don't have enough input lag. Here, I'll add some to your game. Eraser, it's 2020. It's 2024. The cave is close nearby. Interesting. So this wasn't the cave, I guess. Maybe there was some kind of alternative exit. Don't think so. But well. I mean, I don't see any other way of getting to those mountains. Spider? Here we go. We already killed everyone anyways. Oh, this is getting interesting. Now this is getting interesting. Maybe the cave is this one, and I have to enter it. Ah, no. It's over there? Or what? It's so close. So this cave leads here. There has to be, and this is not an entrance. Here we've already explored everything. Quite interesting. Perhaps I have to surround this and enter through here. Or we can do this, we'll be faster. Okay, we'll take the other path. As we take the other path, I'll try to surround the mountain and do that. I'll try to do it in order. I love how in this game, getting to the quests is also an adventure because of the complexity of the terrain. Now, let me go on with my rant. Sorry people. Sorry. Today's rant day. The E3. These dates. These first weeks of June, they affect me psychologically deeply. So besides being the exact opposite of attention deficit syndrome, of being obsessive compulsive. I mean, that's a trait required for a lot of professions. Like, In order to program, it's been verified that you need to be at least close to obsessive compulsive behavior.
Justifies all means.
To develop software, to anything related to mathematics, it's been verified that it at least requires a degree of obsessive compulsive behavior, because it requires much more a constant attention at a specific thing for lots of hours. Like, that's a huge difference between social careers, like for example being a lawyer. That one doesn't require it, and I could see the difference. But for example, developing software generally does require a degree of that. Geneticists, mathematicians, and in general anything related to mathematics. Now, I was mentioning about E3. I don't know how some people might find balance between those two. It's quite difficult. Yeah, I guess with a lot of training you eventually do. No. We all have kind of like, to some degree, psychological, kind of like different psychological deviations, let's say. And obsessive compulsive is one of the most benign ones you can have, all things considered. One, God of War, okay. Like, it's much worse talking to animals and believing they are humans. Like, that's called, it had a name. It was, which was the name? Anthropomorphism. That one is much worse, and you see a lot of people who have that. Like treating animals like human beings and talking to them like human beings, or objects, kind of like psychologically turning objects or animals, attributing them, assigning them human behaviors, and treating them like humans. That's kind of like 10 times worse than that obsessive compulsive behavior. Kind of like obsessive compulsive behavior, it's expected and normal. The other one, flash news, it's not. So don't talk to your pets. They're not humans, and there's this argument going around saying, no, but they understand something. They understand a bit. They have their instinct. No. In order to understand humans, you need consciousness, and consciousness was developed long ago in a miraculous process in which our ancestors, a specific group of monkeys, not any... people tend to oversimplify Darwin's theory, like saying we are super evolved monkeys. Wrong. That's telling half the truth. So there's no way to enter that dungeon, or what? Like that's telling you half the truth. Yes, we evolved from a monkey, but it's a completely different species compared to the monkeys that you are thinking about right now. It's kind of like, it's not that we are just the same as the monkeys but evolved. No, there was a complete 100% genetic ramification. Like it was.
New goblin skin for my books.
How do I get to that fucking dungeon? Now this is getting interesting. I'm surrounding the mountain and there's no way to get over there. Let's continue surrounding the mountain, I guess. I originally thought it was through there, but no. I only see an abandoned house. I love it. Instead of entering the frontier like normal people, we are going the other way around. Interesting. Not blood border wall. So, through here maybe? No, this would be a way too pathetic way of entering a dungeon. Let's use the portal. Interesting, interesting. I don't see any way of entering that.
I don't have room for that.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that's a lot of money. There we go. Perhaps the cave is over here. Let's see. Hey, notice the footsteps now have water. They have the sound effect of water. That's amazing. Right, so let me check the map. So we'll follow that road. Come on. That's amazing. So, I was ranting about the E3. No, this is not the path I had to follow. The other one. If anyone believes, did you see the absolute garbage that Jeff Keighley and the Summer Game Fest was? I don't know how could anyone ever support that. Like, that was a pile of shit. Like, it was all advertisements. Pretty much nothing at all. We don't see the developers anymore. We don't see Miyamoto and the rest of the gang anymore. Like, I also remember, no, let's not use Nintendo, because then it'll look like I'm just complaining about not seeing Nintendo developers. For example, Kaz Hirai. I remember Kaz Hirai from Sony. Jack Tretton. Jack Tretton was also a great CEO. Not Jin Ryan. Jin Ryan was a mess. Jack Tretton, Kaz Hirai, even Sean Layden to some extent during the PS4 era. I remember when he mentioned we have true exclusives and not the mess that Xbox was doing, but in the end, let's say Microsoft got away with sinking the console gaming industry with them. The other day, Phil Spencer said that they are making a lot of money. Yeah, you're making a lot of money, but I love how overestimated honor and dignity are in the modern age. You know, people, like for example, the other day when the OnlyFans bot dropped by the stream and it wasn't a bot, and started promoting that shit. Honor and dignity are two things, and moral discipline are things that nowadays they're quite frowned upon, because generally elites and people with power want you to be a fucking animal, and that's precisely why I mentioned the what is it called, the human evolution theory of Darwin. And hey, I think we strayed far away. No. So now I need to surround this mountain. There's a section of the map that somehow I cannot explore. Wait, and I bet that's the entrance. Yes, through here. No, I can't see shit. There's a lot of fog in here. Well, at least I must admit that you need to have. Perhaps the only way to get to that place is. Now this is getting interesting. Well, look at that. We've already explored all of this by wandering around the place. Here? Aha! Over there. That's the entrance? Does look like the entrance. Damn it. I was on top of that side quest. We have one side quest here and there was another one over here. Alright, interesting. Looks like we enter through that. Um, we entered through that spot over there. Now let's follow the road. Anyways, this is unexplored terrain. Yep. Looks like the entrance is over here. So I was mentioning, yes, essentially, I love how moral dignity nowadays, it's kind of like, it's shit. Who wants that? Who needs dignity and morality? Nah. Better to be a degenerate. No, people, no. And yes, Xbox might be getting a lot of money, but I assure you, in the long run, that's like what degenerates like to say nowadays. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Oh my god. Empowered, not sustainable. I got some dead orc, I'm Krogig, these are my sextants, Nagus and Totem, we are looking for a new breaking project, we need orcs, dead orcs or alive, doesn't matter in the game, mindless zombies either way, turning orcs into mindless zombies, okay, there we go, there's the quest that we saw, let me explore the edge of the map so I can finally...
The gods are on my side, Goblin. I only
So I ensure that has nothing to do with it.
I don't have room
That the entrance is not over there. Looks like it's dead end to me. There we go. Come over here.
What does not kill me just makes me stronger.
Yeah, that's the idea. Damn it. Stupid goblins. It's faster to kill them. Alright. Let's see the other one. Please move.
Orcish scum.
Yes. No, clearly the entrance is over there. Let's follow the road. I'm exploring the process because all of this section of the map, I want to ensure I have everything explored. There we go. So yeah, essentially Xbox believes that Phil Spencer believes that you can simply destroy the gaming industry by destroying exclusives, and then just because you make money you have dignity. No, moral dignity goes beyond that. It's just Blazing Eraser. It has nothing to do with that. You are way too old school. You have nostalgia. You are crazy. Well, if I'm so crazy, then why is it that Nintendo is making more money than both Sony and Microsoft combined? They are not. They don't have subscription shit and those things. They don't need it. Doesn't matter. They don't need it. Nintendo, I assure you that not only has the most sold consoles, it's all about services now, Eraser. It's not about selling consoles anymore. It's not about yeah. You have no idea how much Microsoft would give so the Xbox brand is successful selling those consoles. They could have done it had they followed the strategy with the Xbox 360. It was so easy, but well, and we can see it now. I think we're getting to the point of diminishing returns, people. That I think that by now the console wars are over. I agree with that. But I disagree on the fact that they are over because everything is released on every platform. I think that's the worst scene of the gaming industry. Because it destroys the personality of the console. You are fighting over pieces of plastic. No, that's a reductionist, and that it's a relativist argument that, just as I always say, ignores metaphysical reality. Julian Pies, would you work for me? Do I do a task for you? No, so go away. Right. Now I'm confused. Okay, so the entrance is not here. Well, we have that spot. No, we've already explored everything. I've already surrounded the mountain, in fact, and I... almost surrounded the mountain. The mountain, I guess. Alright, let's follow the road a bit more. Like, if they wanted to hide the entrance, they did a great job. No, we've already been here. I want to finish this quest, please. May I enter the dungeon and kill the dragon? Like in, you know, every single RPG, please? Ever? Every single RPG ever? Oh well, it gives me more time to rant about the disgusting scam that is the absence of E3. The E3 was awesome. Kashirai, as I said, Jack Tretton, Miyamoto, Reggie Fils-Aime, hell, even even Microsoft did it. I think Peter Molyneux with all of then he went to the dark side because it wasn't him. It was Microsoft that forced him to do that shit. So you can see that I don't like modern. You can see that I don't like modern games. Non-modern games. I don't like the modern trends of the gaming industry, games as a service, all kinds of shit. Like, damn it, the game now crashed. Okay, I'm beginning to see a pattern. When the game goes smoothly, it crashes. When the frame rate is unlocked, it crashes. Interesting. When the frame rate is unlocked. When the frame rate is unlocked. When the frame rate is unlocked. Maybe that indicates that if I lock the frame rate at 60, let's do an experiment. Let's do an experiment. Let's do an experiment if you don't mind, people. Let's do an experiment. Because I don't remember locking the frame rate. I don't remember locking the frame rate. Let me lock the frame rate to 60. Let me lock the frame rate to 60. Because I believe that's related to... So far we've been showcasing the game with the frame rate unlocked. But yes. Maybe if I just lock the frame rate, if I lock the frame rate, it'll stop crashing. That'll be interesting. That'll be an interesting theory. Let me activate my... Let me search for the game. It's been a while since I've done this. Perhaps I can finally fix the crashes because the only difference with the previous time is that now the game was much more smooth with the frame rate unlocked. So perhaps if we lock the frame rate at 60 FPS, if we lock the frame rate at 60 FPS, let me try that. Let me modify my default settings instead of 141. I know that you cannot see it, don't worry. Let me modify it to 60. And instead of G-Sync, we'll do fixed refresh. So we are taking out all of the modifications, let's say. So, like that. But in the global settings. Give me a second. I want to test this theory. Give me a second because I mean, the NVIDIA control panel is so laggy when going through my insane amount of games. Uh, but if it fixes the crashes, let me see. Let me see, because perhaps it fixes the crashes smoothly, and it's essentially the only thing that I haven't tried. There we go. I'll leave my general frame rate cap at 141, but the game specific setting will for Sacred 2 will be at 60. And with that, it was this shit. So back at 100. Axe frame, use global setting off. Oh. No, I want to turn it on. Perhaps I have to. Let's see. I don't know why, since I updated the drivers. This shit happens. That oh, the global goes to 60. Well, I'll leave it at 60 for now to ensure that it has a hard cap. And then, in terms of the vertical synchronization, well, I'll leave all of that for next time. I'll try all of that next time. All right, we'll try with a 60 FPS cap, shall we? Let's try with a 60 FPS cap. I don't think it'll make any difference, but well, because essentially I've been with my second monitor, I've been doing that. No, it's still 144 here. What's going on? Well, whatever. Let's keep going. Oh, damn it. There we go, damn it. Yeah, it's essentially the last thing I haven't tried, tinkering with the graphic options. I'll try that for next time then. Oh well. Well, I mean, I can't find the entrance to that. Since I cannot find the entrance to that dungeon, I might as well go for the. We might as well try the. Try exploring the southern section of Northern Ontario. No. All right, the game is capped at 60. Let's see if it makes a difference. Oh, but now it gets unlocked. Shit. I don't know what's the point of this. Yeah, now let's see. Sometimes it gets unlocked, sometimes it doesn't. I am kind of like keeping an eye on this thing, and I don't know what's the point. God damn it. I don't understand this game. Sometimes it goes all the way up to 144. Sometimes it defaults to 60. I don't know. Perhaps the key is to limit the frame rates. It's the only thing that I haven't tried. Interesting. All right. Let's see.
Assemble under the banner of Kerr.
Yeah, alright. Now it's locked at 60 in game. Yeah, I've already heard, yeah. Okay. Alright, so interesting. It's much more smooth. But it's working at 60 frames. I don't understand it. Oh well. Alright, let me try this section because I've already surrounded the whole mountain. I don't think the entrance is here. We've already explored this place just that the game crashed there for a sec. I've already surrounded the whole mountain except for this section. Fortunately, I think we are right where we need to be. No, not exactly. The other exit. Let's get out of here. Essentially, I've already surrounded the whole mountain and I cannot find the entrance. I cannot find the entrance to the dragon's lair. I cannot find the entrance. Like, this is a cave and this is the only... This is the only exit possible on the other side of the mountain. Ah, hey, my buffs. I forgot about my buffs. Come on, I want to find the entrance to that dungeon. Let's not waste time with these guys. Over there, I don't know. I've already explored the whole place. God damn it. Nothing at all. I don't see any entrance, people. I've already explored the whole place. Look at this. It's not through here. Like, this shit will lead you here. Right where we were some minutes ago. I've already wasted 1 hour doing this. We'll do it next time, I guess. There's no entrance. I've already wasted a whole hour looking for an entrance. Let's do the Eastern Cult quest. Let's do that. Shall we? Let's do the Eastern Cult quest.
Does that hurt, heretic?
Because I don't see how to enter that dungeon. Honestly. I don't know what dragon she's talking about, but there's no entrance over there. So let's explore the place. Let's explore the place. Let's explore Southern Ancaria. Western. The southern section of Western Ancaria, let's say. Northwestern Ancaria. So I see a quest there. Let's grab it. We already have the quest that involves killing orcs. Did that register? We'll see. Once I stop being followed by a million guys there. Alright. They impaired my movement.
No mercy on heretics.
You people truly wanna die. There we go. Let's... Oh god, I mean, these are those kinds of enemies that trap you and you cannot move.
Recognize your mistake. Your head.
Man.
You dare to raise your hand against me?
Idiots.
Take your place in the army of the dead.
There we go. Good. So I was mentioning that it's so sad. It's so sad how E3 died. Like, if there's one thing I wish for the gaming industry is for E3 to come back. It was a blast. It was the best. Every gamer's dream was to attend E3 once in their lifetime, and essentially that was only possible up to 2017. It lasted up to 2019 but officially the E3s, the real E3s were up to 2017, because then Sony pulled out, Nintendo pulled out, first Nintendo, then Sony. That's something that I criticize Nintendo so much for doing that. Pulling out of E3 was kind of like the worst ever. They shouldn't have done that. The Nintendo Direct is no replacement for E3. Then Sony did the same, and Microsoft now, well, pretty much they're still there just because they have infinite money, but it's not E3 anymore. So we have another isolated area that I cannot access here. Interesting. Today's the day of isolated areas. No, this one we will be able to access it. Yeah. So yeah, it's so sad. Temple of the Gods. There we go. Hey, look at this. More of these guys. But I need to get rid of these. There we go. I'm so sad about E3, honestly. So sad. It was a blast. It was the best ever. It was a typical gaming discussion. To say it was a typical discussion to say that to comment how incredible, who won the E3. Like it was a typical discussion as of who won E3, who won E3. Like it was a typical discussion every single year. Who won E3? Who won E3? And it was a competition, a dialectic competition. Find out what happened to our novices. Temple purpose, welcome. You find us in dire need. The temple is under siege, and I know on reinforcements. A week ago, I have never. Like it was a dialectic competition. I remember when Reggie and Iwata, may he rest in peace, Iwata. When they did, they are both executives from Nintendo. They did the classic animation. That has four slots. Damn it! Sadly, it's not for my class. When they did the classic animation, the Super Smash Brothers animation, the fighting animation with, hey, the quest is so close. Good. The Super Smash Bros. Ultimate animation, and Iwata said, Reggie, I am your daddy. I am your daddy, Reggie. Like, nowadays we wouldn't even be allowed to use that vocabulary, and I think it's absolutely sad. It's absolutely sad. Censorship all over the place, multi-platform games, an absolute pile of shit, but I love it how when these things happens, people tend to forget who's responsible. Now I have to go back. That was easy. Like, people don't hold anyone responsible, and there are people responsible. Jeff Keighley, namely. Jeff Keighley is responsible for the death of E3 because of his shitty Game Awards, because of his shitty Summer Game Fest, because of the shitty, his shitty everything. He directly and explicitly bombarded E3. He explicitly bombarded E3, the philosophy behind E3, until he destroyed it. It's not a matter of the ESA. It's not a matter of the authorities over there in the US. It's the main responsible is Jeff Keighley, and he should be banned from the gaming community because of that. Just like any non-progressive white individual is banned from social discussion nowadays, he should be banned from the community. Both of them dead. What I've done, may the gods forgive me. Or, well, maybe not banned, but he should pay for the reparation of E3 because of what he's done, because he has crushed the dreams of a lot of people. not only me, as you can see, going to E3 was a dream, but for a lot of people, it was an experience like no other, and he is responsible for that. Jeff Keighley is responsible for the death of E3. I hate it when something happens, when there's a tragedy, and people are unable to identify
First, I will
who's
make you
responsible for it.
bleed.
Like,
Mercy on
the
him.
death of E3 is a direct consequence of the existence of Jeff Keighley. So, if you like E3, this guy should pay for the E3 to revive. Think of it like a fine. Yeah, I've changed my mind. He shouldn't be banned. He should be fined for what he's done to the E3. The E3 is dead. The E3 is dead, sadly, people. I think it will come back. I may be the only one here, but I think it will come back. Physical events are no longer a thing, Eraser. Don't get your hopes up. I have hope that metaphysical reality will find its way. Because it wasn't the same. Listening to Miyamoto. Compare listening to Miyamoto and listening to Jeff Keighley. There you have your answer. Yeah, pretty much. As you can see, I have opinions. Interesting opinions. Interesting mental perceptions. I can argue, well, I don't know if you'll ask me to argue why listening to Miyamoto is more important than listening to Jeff Keighley, but well, the Doritos guy can go do his own event, but he didn't want to compete with E3. So he's responsible and he should be fined for what he's done.
This won't be easy for you.
You see, I have pretty nice opinions. I have pretty nice opinions, pretty interesting opinions. They're so interesting and no one probably... that no one would like to hear them. There's this thing, there's this old theory that when no one wants to listen to your opinions, it's because you are probably saying something interesting. Could be because they are boring, but I don't think in this case it's boring. Imagine finding the guy responsible for killing E3. Is it stupid? It's silly? No, it's not stupid and silly. It's more he stole gamers from listening to Miyamoto. Don't you think that's not a damage? So listening to Miyamoto, to Kaz Hirai, to Reggie Fils-Aime, I don't know, I like learning from people who are wise and have a lot of knowledge. No a Doritos guy who thinks he's a showman and does stupid things on stage. I don't know about you, but everyone has the right to express their opinion, Eraser. What are you saying? He cannot be fined for that. Freedom of expression. Yeah, freedom of expression. Yes, I agree. That's why I changed my my theory from banning him from the community to making him pay money so E3 can be revived. See? That would never be voted, Eraser. Well, it's not like we vote in the gaming industry, I don't know. It's unviable, untenable. Yeah, I know. In that case, I know that it's impossible. Oh well. It's always important to analyze metaphysical reality. Well, at least you know what? I would at least be happy if E3 would come back and compete with him and see who wins. And I know that once that happens, because it will happen, not now, not today, because it requires a lot of money, but as soon as the money is there, that guy will soon see the resurgence of E3. Poor E3. It was the best. And being replaced by this is adding insult to injury. But well, what can we expect from modern times, people? Damn it, I am. Why are you so negative? That's kind of like the phrase from Invader Sim Enter the Floor, the final phrase. Man, why are you so negative? So being negative. It's analyzing metaphysical reality. Every priest in the temple is in your debt. We would have the dead within your hand. My prayer, gratitude and prayers.
Check in the book of quest.
There we go. Alright, we saved the temple, besieged the temple, we are done with this quest. Let's do the eastern... don't worry, the side quest icon is still there. We know that sometimes happens. There you go. When I selected the other one, it went away. I couldn't access that mountain. So let's explore the eastern cult thingy there. Let's get over there. Hey, I'm beginning to think that I should, I'll go back to the follow camera, if you don't mind. Yeah, I'll go back to the follow camera, if you don't mind. So it automatically aligns behind me. It's pretty much the only solution developers found for this, kind of like making the camera auto-rotate. I would say that's... But well, I don't know if I should label it as a flaw, since it comes as an implicit condition in terms of... It comes as an implicit condition when your game has so many three-dimensional terrain surfaces. Like this game, the terrain kind of like has different heights, and that makes it a must. That makes it a must-have feature, the auto-follow camera behind you. You can avoid doing that when you kind of like in Diablo, for example, it's all 2D and plain, the environment, and you can enter all places from the same perspective, from the same isometric perspective. It's kind of like fixed. But in this game you cannot enter houses without the camera rotating. And that's essentially... Hey, the resurrection monolith. That's essentially because of the MMORPG influence. Thank you. I'll take the road, if you don't mind. As I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm a bit of an obsessive compulsive. The other way.
Come on, attack!
No, you are not worthy of my attacks. Hello? The Eastern Cult? This is kind of like an Eastern egg. Okay, the road gets through this cabin. I don't see any side quest. Alright. GRUNWALD. What is this? I don't know, but there's some loot there. So yes, I'm so sad that we lost. Hey, that one, it's a chubby elemental.
Figure.
So yes, have you seen the conference over the E3 conference, people? Have you seen it? That's such a pile of crap. Like, that's about the Summer Game Fest. And the Xbox Showcase, well, no words about it. I mean, the DEI and ESG rating, it's clear in there. BlackRock would be proud, I guess. But besides that, not only that... there it is, the objective. Zoom in. Not only that, none of the games are exclusive.
Do not confuse bravery with
Like everything is released on PC, so yeah, it was. I wanted to get to this conclusion that I agree the console wars are over, but most people think that they are over just because we are all idiots essentially, and we are all idiots, and essentially we say no, let's enjoy all games on all platforms. No, it's over because the PC won, because the PC absorbed Xbox and PlayStation brands, both of them, and the only one that survived was Nintendo. Right? We can say safely that by now Nintendo won the console wars 100%. They are the last man standing. Eliminate the cultists, blocking the way, Ramenos and the merchant, adventures in the forest. Oh, interesting. We finally got to the point. First, let's finish the Eastern Cold shit. Yeah, I agree. The console wars are over. They are over because the PC killed or Steam. They killed the Xbox and PlayStation. First Xbox, then PlayStation. And then Nintendo was the last man standing, surviving the attack of the PC. There you go, that's the end of the console wars. We've finally reached an end. Are you happy? Just in case you're interested, competition generally, in the modern world, generally competition between human beings and also big corporations, competition brings the best out of people. Some people say the worst. Completely wrong. Competition brings the best in terms of economy, in terms of the economy and everything. So yes, that's even true for video games. May I move? I know that you impaired my movement. Alright, here we have the bunnies, as you can see, the Eastern Cold. Eastern Cold Gather. What? You want to know what's going on with the eggs? Haha, I'm sure you would like that. Die. You'd like that, wouldn't you? They deal magic damage.
off with you.
Don't tell me all of these cultists are protecting the bunnies. What now? Oh, we have to proceed. Come here.
I'm nothing but death.
Ah, damn it. Here, she the spell. Then resist this lodged spirit.
Your death came almost
Here you go.
too easily.
Resist this lodged spirit if you can.
I don't have room for that. Do I look like a pack mule to you?
I mean, we're doing pretty well. Like, we haven't been killed in a while. In a long while, ladies and gentlemen. They are not even hitting us. That's why I wanted to do that dragon at the beginning of the stream, but well, it's never easy with Shirka Lana.
Raise your hand against me?
Alright. Oh. We're getting into the belly of the beast. So, we're being attacked by bunny cultists. Interesting. It's over, cultists. Leave your pagan ways behind and bow before... Ah, they deal some damage, look at that. They forced me to use a potion, careful. They are not that stupid. Let's not underestimate them.
It's your mistake.
Dark Mage of the Eastern Cult. We're going up against bunnies, people. So yeah, that's the end of the console wars, if you ask me. Pretty much Nintendo was the last man standing, Nintendo won. Xbox gets more money, or PlayStation gets more money with their subscription. I don't care about money, I care about dignity and honor. I know, pretty old fashioned. What are you gonna do? I should have been born 100 years ago. No. I have reasons to say why honor and dignity sometimes are always they're more important than just getting more subscription money from your Game Pass subscribers or your PS Plus subscribers. Because in a lot of years, Gravestone, here rest Drogan Mersha. Because in a lot of years, just like we remember the Roman Empire right now, we'll remember that Nintendo is Nintendo. And by Nintendo is Nintendo, I mean that Nintendo was and is a legendary game company, and Microsoft pretty much destroyed the gaming industry, the console gaming industry. Like, he didn't. They didn't destroy. They simply made PC won the console war. What are you gonna do? Here rests Wolfgang Z, deservedly so. We're talking about Eraser. It's all about money. They are making more money. Yeah. Enjoy your money. Enjoy your money. I bet they are enjoying their money. Tell me, what do you think is gonna happen when the money that they are enjoying is not enough, and then it's not enough, and then it's not enough, and then it's not enough, and it's not enough, and it's never enough. What do you think is gonna happen? Hey, dead in one blow. Pretty big, but dead in one blow. Damn it, battles are not the same now. I kill everyone. Pretty easy. Brain egg. Hey, look at that. A little chicken. So cute. So beautiful, so cute. I think it's a chicken, I mean. Zombie? Yeah, zombie. And when that money is not enough, and it's not enough, in a couple of years, and they don't make a lot of innovation, like we are getting into that, there's something called diminishing returns. It's a law, like the laws of physics, just like I told you the other day, that if you overspend, you eventually get to hyperinflation. This is the same. Then those investors will need more money, will want more money, and it's endless. And eventually Xbox won't be able to get more money for them. They'll be displeased, and then truth will emerge of how Nintendo handled the situation correctly, with a lot of innovation, creating a new console, with exclusive games, respecting their customers and everything. And I'm not talking about the prices. I know that Nintendo prices are crazy, but I'd rather have a company with terrible prices but dignity than a company like Microsoft, Xbox. We'll just talk about the Xbox brand, and Sony right now, without dignity. They have no dignity. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anyone is angry at me because of this. Clock. Pretty good. Portrait of a
Glory
chicken.
and power.
All right, we finished the Easter cult. All right, Bunny Years of Might. Now this is getting interesting. I'll reserve those, of course. I'll stash them away safely here. They are pretty special. Then I'll stash away these, and these. Something that I should have done long ago. That'll give me the room I require. I mean, I have a lot of money in here. Alright, and then we sell this. We sell this. Divine Magic Rod. Ooh. It's one-handed. Yeah, but both of my staves have... Okay. The Thick Magic Rod of Treasures is falling behind in terms of damage, but... yeah. It has 3 slots. This one only has one slot. Up to 2, I would have changed it, but only 1 slot is way. It's not enough. It's simply not enough. It's way too little. All right. So this was the Easter Cult quest. Probably one of the longest quests ever, considering that we got it in the previous region. Considering that we got it in the previous region, guys. Yeah. Considering that is one of the longest quests ever. Now I see that the game won't crash. No, there's something... It probably has something to do with it probably has something to do with the. It probably has something to do with the frame rate, I guess. Now that I think of it, it has something to do with the frame rate because as far as I can tell, it changes the behavior in a subtle way. But yeah. Okay, with that we finish the Eastern Cult quest. With me complaining about E3, I'll keep ranting. I'll keep ranting because it's something that pisses me off a lot. If there's something that I just can't. It's quite hard for me to stop talking about. If someone would ask me to stop talking, I could probably do it, but since that doesn't happen, I'll keep talking about it. Yes. Eventually, the diminishing returns law will come into effect, and Microsoft won't be able to cope with the money that the investors want. Oh my God, they are not letting me move. They truly want to die. Die once and for all. Die. All of you, die. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Come on. Leave me alone. Fools. There we go. So yeah. Essentially, is the diminishing returns law will come into effect. They won't be able to get enough money, and then Nintendo, who's making more money than them, because they will have the record of being the most sold console, and not only that, being the only company that survived the console wars, that survived the PC. So it will be PC, and I've heard so many people say that the perfect combo right now is PC plus Nintendo Switch, and they are right. They are definitely right. But eventually that will go into Berserk mode, and the other two will die. Who or what are ya? I am your reckoning. The day of judgment has arrived. We don't need any new members. We only need new sacrifices. Cultist group leader. Alright. You need sacrifices. Cultist group leader killed. Ah, you're also impairing my movement. There we go. Not for long.
Run, fools.
Pretty good. Another one over there. And... oh, leave me alone. Now they say leave me alone. Right? That was easy. Anything else? I'll keep pushing. What the? Oh. Wow. World of Warcraft moment. The Orc Gate that transfers you to Azeroth from the Great Beyond. Let me turn in the quest first. I don't know where that might take me. But I have the portal up, so I can go back at any moment. So might as well enter that door. Thank you. There we go. He's dead. Brilliant. You've taught these cultists a lesson. And you will let me know. Take me this and my gratitude. Confront the felonious administrator. I'm aware that I'm a humble donation of my charge. The barony has appointed an administrator of the region. The name is Ragins. He is more than insignificant. I rarely sent squad. I go running under his load. Sure.
Even though it is below my rank, I am interested in this.
The objective is right over there. Or what? Nope. Oh, there's a dragon there.
Your mistake.
Hey, maybe that's the entrance.
By the gods.
Ah, I see a dragon there. Maybe this is the correct path after all
I am
that we've been looking for.
all-powerful.
The cave is close by. Yeah, he always says the same. Could you please stop moving? No. Hey, maybe that's the entrance to the dragon's dungeon. She's part of a main quest, and in that case it would be terrible. That would be incredibly shitty. And like it's unconnected, that like we would have these somehow connected with this over here. Well, there is a dragon shit there, which is the same as a story boss. Hey, I think the entrance is... Call me crazy, but I think this portal is the entrance to our main quest objective. So the game expects you to explore all the place. Well, no point in wasting time. Dragon? Now this is getting interesting. Dragon? Dragon. Yeah, GRUNWALD dragon.
Heretic.
So he deals fire and magic damage. Ha!
For that.
You think you scare me? Good. Something to get my blood flowing. Finally. So, you think you scare me? I send fools like you to the void every morning. Classic phrase from Star Wars: The Old Republic. When you do your dailies. I've already killed 2 dragons. One was a T-Energy dragon, the other one...
Dragons to be extinct.
may I move?
They may be
The other one was a ghost dragon. You're a normal dragon. And now I'm stronger than ever. So forget about surviving. Let's see.
dragon worms. Leave our world.
Is he taking damage? Is he taking damage?
Do you know how to fly?
Yeah, he's taking damage.
What are you?
Yeah, he knows how to fly, but that won't help him.
The all-powerful
Alright.
dragons. Don't make me laugh.
I love it. Since we are doing a 100% completion,
Kill me.
this is the 3rd dragon that we're killing.
This
I've already killed a T-Energy dragon and a ghost dragon. You are no different. You are going down just like both of them. Fuck, you are weaker.
First, I will make you bleed. Do you know how to fly?
Come on, keep going.
What are you still doing here?
Ha! Oh, he couldn't even kill the doppelganger in one blow. I remember the T-Energy dragon was able to do that. Alright, don't worry, once it gets enraged, it will deal much more damage. Ah, careful, now it killed the doppelganger. Good! Good for you! Not like it won't, not like it will help you. I am way too powerful. Doppelganger? There we go. Ah, pretty good attack there. He tried to kill it in one blow. Is this gas here poisonous or what? Quit running away. Quit running away. Uh-huh. Quit running away. GRUNWALD. No, it's not GRUNWALD, his name. He's GRUNWALD Dragon. His name is kind of like Dragon. Oh well. We're running away, please. Alright, let's just use ranged attacks then. Yeah, it will be slower because I cannot make use of my dual wielding. Kind of like my ranged attacks are not dual wielded. Only my melee attacks are dual wielded. That means double the damage. So I'm not fighting at full capability. So it'll be slow. But looks like yeah, I have no choice. I have to. Looks like I have to fight like this. It's a way too slow. Sorry, I was pressing tab. Come on, come on. Come down here so I can kill you. That's how it works. You come back. Oh. This is nothing compared to the T-Energy Dragon. Nice try. Let me cut its stats in half. Let's see. Alright. Dragon, dragon, dragon. Come on, come on, come on. Attack over here. Alright. I love it. For the first, kind of like the game developers were like, alright, this is the first time the player will stumble upon a world boss dragon. They are quite powerful. Let's give him sheer Kalana so he doesn't feel so the player doesn't feel intimidated. So the player doesn't feel intimidated and he does a joint effort against a dragon. I mean, no player is stupid enough to try to kill the T-Energy Dragon first, which is much more powerful. Yeah, there was a player that was crazy enough beforehand. That was me.
I believed dragons to be extinct.
But well, now the consequence of that is that
They may be soon.
the consequence of that is that this dragon will go down pretty easily and fast. Doesn't even deal damage.
What are you still
God.
doing here? Do you dragons think yourselves above creation?
Wow, it took the chance for death blow is coming into effect here. It's coming into play. There you go, it's enraged, but I am enraged as well. There you go. I split his stats in half.
Get me a pack horse.
Easy,
Otherwise,
no emotions
this
involved.
stays here.
Now, the thing is that the developers probably thought, let's give the player some time so they get used to it, and let's ensure that they face this terrible challenge alongside Sheer Kalana. Oof, damn it, it's two-handed. Shit is two-handed. So let's ensure the player doesn't feel intimidated. Yeah, right. Like, they never knew me. They never met me. They never met me. Like, look at that. I was not even using the correct. I must have changed it during the fight. No worries. The correct resistance. I need to work on that. The other time it also happened. Last time it happened that as well. That happened as well. Alright, we're getting pretty good things. Legendary Amulet. Chance to have regeneration time, gruesome inquisition. Pretty good. Pretty good. But I'll have to mod my gear with that eventually. And blocked. And that's it. Was this the dragon? That's all? That all you've got? Yeah. I love how the developers thought slowly but surely. Let's ensure the player slowly learns the mechanics. Here you got a normal dragon, then you can go back and kill the T-Energy Dragon. Like, I killed the T-Energy Dragon first.